right, today we are going to teach our dog to heel. Let me tell you what heel is first. Heel is when you have your dog beside you. It can be either the left side or the right side. We're not doing competition obedience here. We're doing pet dog training. So whichever side is most comfortable for you and your dog is perfectly fine. So ideally your dog, while they're walking, does not go past the toe of your foot or your shoe. And the reason we do this is so that if you need to turn left, your dog's not up here and tripping you, or your dog's not over here and tripping you, or they don't go in front of you and you trip over them trying to walk. So I mostly use this when I go out to a store or to an outdoor marketplace where there are a lot of people and I want my dog beside me. Otherwise, if we're doing trail hikes or if we are just walking in the neighborhood, I'm gonna just do a loose leash. Trail hikes, actually, I do a long line, but anywhere else, I'm gonna do a loose leash. So my dog can sniff or do whatever they wanna do as long as they're not pulling me. Okay, so that's loose leash. Today, we're gonna talk about heel. So heel is actually a position. The position is either by your left or by your right side. Like I said, not going past your toe. And we turn that position into something where the dog can walk in. So we want them to heel while they're walking with us. So first we teach the position, and this is how we do it. Grab you a treat, make sure you have a dog. Come here. And you're gonna use luring. So we're gonna take the treat to Storm's nose, and we're gonna bring her back and spin her around. Sit, yes, good girl. Now if your dog sits automatically, that's great. That's what we want. So right now we're teaching position. So we want the dog to come around and sit. Yes, mark and reward each time. You want to get a lot of repetitions in so that your dog learns this position. Yes. And once your dog is doing this pretty quick, like Storm is, you can start adding a cue to it. But before we talk about adding a cue, if you have a larger dog, you have to make a little change in your body movement. So let me show you what you're gonna do. So you have a dog who's longer. What happens is if they don't come back far enough, they end up perpendicular to you. Also, there's some dogs who are just not sure what to do. They might be a little timid. And so you may need to encourage them. So you can use the same technique with them. So I'm gonna take the treat to the nose. I'm gonna take a step back to bring her back far enough, and then I'm gonna come back. Yes, good girl. So that's for a larger dog or a timid dog. Go at their pace. Bring it really, really slow back, and then back around into the sit. Yes, good job. So back to the cue. So once your dog has got this down really well, you can add the cue. And you're gonna add the cue to the beginning right before the hand motion. Heel. Yes. Turn 180, heel. Yes. All right, so to move forward with this, drop your food this time. You're still gonna reward, but you're not gonna have the food in your hand when you bring them around to heel. Heel. Yes. And then I reach in my pocket and I grab the food. Heel. Heel. Yes. Now the other thing is a lot of people are uncomfortable doing this, and it's something that requires some coordination. So it took me a while to get this down. If you're uncoordinated like I am, there are some alternatives. So say your dog is behind you, just like this. You can bring them up, just lower them up into a sit, yes. Or maybe they're over here. You can take a treat, put it behind your back, guide them over here. Oh, she's so used to doing tricks, I'm sorry. Bring her over here through the back, sit, back here. Yes, right there. So that was a good example of the dog being confused and not understanding what you want. You kind of have to help them out just a little bit. But what you're going to want to do is just repeat this over and over again. right there. Good job. All right, so same thing here. Once you repeat that a few times, then you can add the cue to the beginning right before you do the hand motion. Okay,